The sense of deflation was palpable. Arsenal's formidable 18-game unbeaten streak, a testament to their resilience and growth, finally met its end at Villa Park. This wasn't just a defeat, it was a match that laid bare several underlying narratives, simmering beneath the surface of a season still full of promise. The absence of key personnel was undeniable, and a visible fatigue clung to the starting 11. But within that disappointment emerged clear talking points, individual performances that asked difficult questions, and a pressing need for strategic decisions as we hurtle towards the January window. Amidst the collective off-night, one beacon of composed quality was Martin Ødegaard. Deployed centrally in a midfield three, G. Havertz shifted out to the left flank. The captain was the rhythmic heartbeat Arsenal desperately needed. He completed the most passes for his side, a constant outlet and source of progression. More importantly, he carved open Aston Villa's defence, crafting 3 significant chances. His visionary play was central to the move that led to Leandro Trossard's goal, a moment that briefly promised a second-half revival. Ødegaard's effectiveness from a central starting position, however, directly highlights the ongoing puzzle of G. Havertz. The German, hooked at half-time for Trossard after a quiet first half, appears infinitely more impactful when operating through the middle. This presents Mikel Arteta with his most intriguing tactical dilemma. How does one architect a system that maximises the unique strengths of both Ødegaard and Havertz, when both seem to flourish in similar zones of the pitch? Or it's a conundrum of luxury and necessity, and its solution is key to unlocking Arsenal's most potent attacking combinations. The halftime substitutions themselves were a noteworthy positive. Arteta demonstrated a reactive edge, recognising a first-half performance that was falling below the required standard. Off came Havertz and the occasionally troubled Jakub Kiwior, replaced by the incisive Trossard and the solidity of Takeiro Tomiyasu. This proactive change was rewarded almost instantly after the break. Trossard's movement, finding space at the back post, and his precise finish from a difficult angle were a testament to his enduring quality. His passionate celebration spoke of a player hungry to contribute, a vital asset given the intense competition for places. His subsequent injury, however, cast a shadow over his return, adding another name to an increasingly concerning injury list. So, this recurring theme inevitably sparks debates about workload, training intensity, and plain misfortune. Players are pushing their limits in every minute they get, and the physical toll is becoming evident. That toll was perhaps most visible in the heart of the pitch. The usually imperious partnership of Declan Rice and Jorginho lacked its customary control and snap. The fatigue was tangible, exposing a potential squad-building question. With options limited, the reluctance to turn to players like Mohamed Elneny or the promising but untested in midfield Miles Lewis-Skelly in such a high-stakes environment was telling. It suggests a level of trust that is still being earned, raising questions about the depth and readiness of the midfield contingent beyond the established starters. Defensively, the absence of the premier centre-back partnership of William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes was profoundly felt. While Kiwior and Gabriel are capable defenders in their own right, they struggled consistently with Aston Villa's direct approach and the physical presence of Ali Watkins. Unai Emery's game plan expertly targeted this area, using long balls and powerful runners to overwhelm the stand-in pairing. It was a stark reminder of the irreplaceable understanding and dominant physicality that Saliba and Gabriel provide as a duo. They are the non-negotiable foundation upon which Arsenal's successes are built. Yet, perspective is crucial. This was a first defeat in 18 matches, away at a top 4 rival amidst an injury crisis. Arsenal remain at the summit of the Premier League. The returning players, including those who featured in a behind closed doors a 21 friendly win, will provide a massive boost. The sight of Gabriel Jesus and the promising Mika Beereth getting minutes, and even the involvement of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, points to imminent reinforcements from within. However, the injury to Cristiano Mazzaro, ruling him out for weeks, underscores that the casualty list is not shrinking. How? This reality forces the club's hand as the January window approaches. Arteta has not ruled out activity, and sporting director Edu Gaspar, alongside the newly influential Andrea Berta, is clearly laying the groundwork. The name of Jeremy Jacquet continues to resonate. The talented French defender, a long-standing target, represents a strategic opportunity. While respectful of his previous wishes to stay at Rennes, the changing circumstances of both clubs and Arsenal's defensive needs could catalyse a move sooner rather than later. With the current rate of injuries, waiting until the summer might be considered a risk. Further up the pitch, the midfield fatigue issue has also been identified in the recruitment strategy. Links to Lille's immensely talented defensive midfielder, Buda, are particularly fascinating. Often likened to a young Declan Rice for his ball-winning and carrying ability, he represents a profile perfectly suited to Arteta's system. Reports of Andrea Berta holding discreet meetings with the players' representatives indicate serious, proactive interest. Although Buda recently signed a new contract, the potential existence of a release clause keeps this prospect alive. The evident need for a dynamic, ready-now midfielder makes this a storyline to watch intently. Completing this trio of French-linked talent is the exciting Bradley Barcola. Reports of contractual uncertainty at his current club have put several top sides, including Arsenal, on alert. The proactive nature of the club's approach, with Berta, again said to be involved in discussions, signals an ambition to move decisively if the opportunity arises. The strategy appears focused. Identify young, high-ceiling talent that fits the sporting project and be prepared to act when the market presents a chance. Ultimately, the defeat to Aston Villa was a painful but perhaps necessary checkpoint. It highlighted tactical questions in the attack, underscored the irreplaceable nature of certain defensive partnerships, and laid bare a fatigue and depth issue that must be addressed. The response on the pitch will be vital, but the response off it, in the form of strategic navigation of the January transfer window, could be equally defining. The structure is in place, the targets are identified, and the need is clear. Date. This isn't a moment for panic at the top of the table, but it is a moment for proactive, intelligent reinforcement to ensure the promise of this season is fully realised.